Aviation officials are investigating a fatal plane crash which occurred today off the north coast of Grand Bahama. Joan Davis-Roll has the details.
An aviation tragedy has resulted in the loss of life. Early Monday, officials were notified that there were no survivors, as all persons on board perished and their bodies were recovered from the wreckage of the ill-fated Cessna 340 aircraft inbound from Florida. Officials say while on approach from Florida into Grand Bahama, something went tragically wrong, as the private aircraft they were on suddenly fell from the sky.
Shortly after 10 a.m., police control room received a phone call from control tower and reported that a twin-engine Cessna plane had crash-landed some 5 miles off from Freeport, Grand Bahama. Initial report is that the plane has landed in some shallow waters, and it is believed that 3 males, Caucasian, may have been in that aircraft. At this time, Police Defense Force, Basra, EMS, everybody's on board now, trying to assist in a rescue mission.
Bahamas Air-Sea rescue officials say they were hoping it would be a search and rescue effort, but within minutes they were forced to shift their mission to search and recovery, searching for not only 3 bodies, but 4. Basra Executive Justin Snitsky.
We immediately launched our vessels in the area. We had 3 people on board a vessel. We proceeded to the area location. Due to the shallow waters in the area, extreme shallow, low tide approaching, we were unable to get very close to it. We had a Good Sam aircraft out of the air traffic control, diverted them. They came by, gave us a direct guiding course to it. Our vessel was able to approach near the vicinity of the aircraft, make way by foot to the aircraft, where unfortunately it was discovered there was no survivors on board.
Officials say the recovery efforts were impeded as low tide played a factor as they attempted to get to the mangled wreck.
Emergency rescue team just came back. They gave us an update, debriefing on the situation. Unfortunately, due to the conditions and the shallow waters that we had out there, they were unable to do a recovery at that time. We've spoken with the U.S. Coast Guard, who had a helo in the area. They did an on-scene check for us, confirming what we confirmed on the ground. At this time, our efforts with the Royal Bahamas Police Force, Marine Division, and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the heads to be, we came together and we came up with another approach. We're getting a flatboat so we can get out close to the area. We can get approximately within about half a mile of the aircraft at this time. With the flatboats, we're going to deploy personnel in the water and have them proceed to drag the flatboats to the scene and try to make the recovery.
After hours of attempting to recover the bodies, it was shortly before 4 p.m. when their mission was a success.
As far as we're concerned, from Basra's standpoint, you know, it's an unfortunate, tragic day that happened, an event that happened, and our thoughts and prayers do go out to the family of the victims.
The identity of the crash victims are being withheld pending notification of next of kin. Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
Tonight, the Minister of Transport and Aviation, Glenys Hanna-Martin, is responding to the tragic plane crash. The minister spoke with ZNS News following the morning session at the House of Assembly in the nation's capital.
Before lunch, the luncheon break, we were told that there were 3 fatalities. We're now being told there's possibly a 4th, and so it's now a matter under the investigation of the police, the Department of Civil Aviation, and we expect at some point international aviation, the United States aviation authorities. It's a U.S. registered aircraft.